Welcome back to the LocksOTD podcast, number 70 here. I'm with Zach, and we're going to lock you in for Thursday night football between the Giants and the Eagles. We got a couple picks. It's just the two of us tonight. Um, little sleazy spread, 6.5, 7, moving a little bit. But Zach's gonna kick it off here and tell him what you got.
So we're going to start Jeff, and it's going to be Saquon Barkley over 85 and a half yards and a minus 115. In this one, this is another divisional matchup, Thursday night football game. Saquon's gone up against his former team once before. He put up 180 and a touchdown. This Giants defense ranks very high in the NFL in big plays given up. They're top five, arguably. They're right, it's like right around like 28, 29. So they give up big plays. They gave a big play to the Saints last week in an 89 line. I don't really see them not giving the ball to Saquon. We talked about it last week on the pod where, well, actually not last week, sorry, but just now before recording that, the Eagles went up by 14 and they stopped giving the ball to Saquon Barkley and everything went to shit. And in this game, I think the Eagles are going to be ahead like they were in that first game where the Eagles beat them 28-3 last year and Saquon went nuts. It's going to be really similar. It's going to be a lot of third quarter and fourth quarter runs for Barkley, and he's going to be getting the ball a lot, especially against his former team. It always means something to him. And I think he's just going to go out there. He's just going to trounce them. I just don't see the Eagles making that mistake, especially because the Eagles have to make a choice and they do have a better run defense than they do pass defense. So they may try and stop the throw and stop the pass game as best they can because Jalen Hurts did go for 290 and 2 touchdowns last week. But if that's going to be the case, Saquon's going to go off. And that's all I really see happening. They don't really have too many options for backup running back. So it's pretty much going to be Saquon the whole game. So he may get 20 to 25 carries, and I'm not going to be shocked if he averages 5 to 10 yards a carry because that Giants defense is going to be tired. Maybe don't see Jackson Dart and those guys putting up a lot of points to really help their defense out. So over 85 and a half yards and a minus 115 for the 2 star. We're going to kick it back to Andrew for the 3 star.
Yep, 3 star for this game's gonna be the Eagles -6.5. It's a -140. I'll make it super quick. This game feels like last Thursday's game, divisional, 7 point, short week, little time to prepare. I think the Eagles are just gonna run away with this one. And looking at the last three primetime games, the underdog has covered and won outright. Jags Monday night, Patriots Sunday night, and then last Thursday, Niners won outright as well. Zero chance NFL is going to let this happen again. They're not going to let that slip away. Three primetime outright winners, especially some hefty underdogs too. A lot of +200s. Um, but Giants coming off like a big win against the Chargers, but then they lose against the Saints. Public bettors are going to think the Giants have a chance just because of recent success and just the fact that the primetime games have been favoriting the underdogs. Um, and without a doubt, the Eagles are the better team here, like offensively, defensively, better coach, like you name it, they're the better team. I just can't trust the Giants to cover 7. I think the Eagles are going to let out a little anger. Uh, Losing that fourth quarter slip away against Denver. Good call, Angelo there. That was big, and they had some costly penalties too, which is stupid. But yeah, I just think the Eagles are just gonna fucking kill them, like just absolutely murder them. Watch out for once again Saquon, Zach's pick. I think he's gonna go absolutely berserk against his former team. Yeah, so lock those two picks in. You got anything else good?
Yeah, I mean, going off of your pick there, I mean, with these 7 point spreads, it's really weird. Pretty much what we've noticed over like the last couple of years is either the favorite murders the underdog or the underdog wins outright. There's like no in between usually is what happens. I mean, even that's how it's been this year. I mean, you saw it in the last couple of primetime games where the Niners came in last week and they won that Monday night game. The Bengals, they were -7.5 and they beat them by almost 30.
Hmm.
So that's usually how it goes down. And, we've had the Giants now on 3 straight pods where I had them the Sunday before. And we knew that they were going to win. Just, Jackson Dart first game, Brian Dabble's job was on the line. Then I take the Saints last. Saints have 5 turnovers. You would think they're the worst team in the league.
Hmm.
And now this week, we're going to fade them again. Like you said, Eagles, there's not really much. to say. I don't see
Yeah.
them losing 2 games in a row.
No.
And honestly, I did think it was very funny how this past week, the two teams that the NFL loves to give calls to the most in the Chiefs and Eagles,
Hmm.
so many penalties against them. I will say in that Chiefs game Monday, I felt like besides that pass interference in the end zone at the end, the Chiefs did get away with one interception, but almost on every single kickoff return that the Chiefs had, it was penalty,
Boom.
penalty,
Throw it.
penalty,
Go
penalty,
home. Yeah.
single time. And it was just, it felt like every time the Chiefs should have gotten bailed out, there was actually a flag. And that
Mhm.
did kind of happen in the Eagles game as well, where towards the end, there should have been a PI call at the end. They didn't call it. And it's, I
They
don't
had
know.
some
I don't
dumb
see
ones too, where their captain just RJ Harvey was going for extra yards, and their captain literally just dove right into the dude.
yeah.
He's already
And he was
down.
already on the ground and he hit him up
Yeah.
top. He hit
It's
him
just
up
a
top and
dumb
just,
penalty too. And 15
yeah.
yards, put them right in the scoring position and bang, they score. It's like then
Mhm.
they go for two and basically win the game off that.
Yeah.
Like and then the
I
fact
don't know.
like Saquon only had what 6 carries last week?
He only had 6 or 7 carries for 30 yards. And which tells me
Like
either something happened to him and they didn't want to disclose it, or they're saving him. I think maybe they thought they were going to go ahead and didn't think they were going to need him, and
yeah.
then they changed up their whole offense, and then they lost the game. And that happens more than it should in football, where teams just don't have that cutthroat mentality and bear down and just kill them, and they don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to trust Hurts to throw the ball when you have Saquon that can just get 5 yards every single
Mhm.
run. Like
Yep.
it makes no sense. Makes no sense. All right, well that'll wrap up podcast number 70. Get those picks in, lock them in, and we'll see you on Friday for Sunday's locks. Peace.